Oh, hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. That means you. Let me take a moment of your time, if you will. As spokesman and advocate of basic human rights, I've always, as a man, aspired to play a major role in bringing absolute peace, prosperity, and joy to the people, starting with America. And then perhaps wherever it goes. But in order for me to be prepared to start with America, I have to start with myself. Any of us, before we prepare to be successful in anything outside of ourselves, we have to be prepared and actually in control of the things within ourselves. And I've always wanted to see peace. All of you who hear my voice today, I've always wanted you to wake up in the morning excited about the day, because you know it's a good day. Even before it happens, you know it's a good day. It's a good day because every day is a good day. And the reason that it is a good day is because you have the opportunity to be who and what you are. You contribute in life that which makes you you. And fantastically enough, when you put all of those together, it creates what we are aspiring to achieve. We have to understand that in order for this peace and this prosperity and this joy to exist, you have to focus on it. You got to want it. You see, I have a concept of a God that comes from the Bible, as I'm sure most of you do. But many of you say that you believe everything in the Bible, and I don't. I don't believe everything come out of your mouth. Some of the things that come out of your mouth is truthful, and some of it is an exaggeration, and some of it is a total fabrication. But I have to have enough will within myself and understanding the reality and truth. So when all of that stuff come out of your mouth, I'm able to discern what is truth, what is an exaggeration, and what is a lie. And it's the same thing with the Bible. If you understand the spirit, the proper spirit of the Bible, you can be able and discernible that which is of truth. It connects with you like opening my eyes and seeing you. But that which is a lie has no clarity, has none whatsoever. And so you've heard the expression, how can a man say he loves God whom he has never seen, and don't love the people around him? Now, some people will say, well, I love people around me, but that's not what he's talking about. He's talking about humankind, all people. Love all people. And when you measure that against what you actually feel and do and allow, you come up short. When it talks about a man trying to save your soul, you want to make sure that when you die, somewhere you might go, that you can live wonderful ever after. So how can you trust a man who says that he cares about your tomorrow when he shows no act whatsoever of compassion, that he gives a darn about your today? So I say, a man who's concerned about your today in such a way that there are none that can point a finger and condemn what is being said or done, that is the step. That is the move to make. That is the move to make. And when you convince me that God says that thou shalt not kill, and I believe that, I accept that, that fits in with the God that I've seen, the God that's been revealed to me, the God that I know. And all of a sudden you come and tell me that God sent an army to go someplace and attack another people and to wipe everything out, all the living, kill everything. Now, that's a contradiction to the God that I know. And anybody who says they believe the God that says thou shalt not kill, and at the same time says he believes the God that says go and kill everything out there, tells me that they are worshiping two gods. They are worshiping two gods because a God, a true God, does not need, a true God that made man, that created man, does not need to tell you don't kill and then send you to kill. If it's that important that people are killed or are relieved from the planet, let God do it. And if you turn around and say, we want to see who has faith in me, who will hear me, whatever my voice, and you go out there and commit that act of killing when being convinced that he said, I'm sure at the end of the day you will recognize that that God that you followed is not the same God that's promising you peace and prosperity and joy. You see, there's a way of conduct that creates hell. There's one that creates heaven. And so I come to you, and I've even asked you to make me president of the United States. And when you think about all of the stuff that the United States is involved in, you might think, I have got to be ludicrous. Who am I? I don't have any money. I mean, I'm off the rock bottom, so how dare I think that you who are all so wonderfully important would give your vote to the anti what you have established as the establishment, the order, the status quo, the Republican, the Democrat, representing the nation, and ultimately the world. At least that's the message that's given to the public. And so these are so important till one at the bottom could not possibly be qualified to deal with the situations of today. And yet neither of them are dealing with it. I guess they do that to make you think that it really is just that complicated. Well, I come to tell you that it is not that complicated. It is one of the most simplest matters in the world. If a man cares about your soul, let him first care about your life. And when I say care about your life, that life that he's talking about what your soul can experience, let him be instrumental in causing that life to happen right here in this life. If he's trying to make it happen in this life, if he's getting you, the people, to see the vision of how it can happen in this life and then walk to make it happen, then he has some credibility when he starts talking about tomorrow. But if be damned today for the sake of tomorrow, that's a trick. You better beware of that. And anyway, if you did make it on that bright side tomorrow, wouldn't you like to know that you had the experience of today to support your being there, support your being recipient of all this wonderful glory that thou hast provided for you, knowing that you were an instrument in the effort to cause that to manifest in this life, as opposed to one who says they love God, who's just doing God's work. And if the people don't see it, then the people be damned. Nah, that's not God, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you, that's a liar trying to trick you. So what am I actually saying? I'm actually saying this. We can change our society and what our goals and aims and ambitions are. We can change those at any time we desire. I admit we must be on the same page, the people and those who are introducing the ideas. They must be one. That being the case, the people, can change any system anywhere in the world. I don't care what the conduct is. At that moment that you say that you want to change it and you agree on changing it. And it can change as soon as you say, let's change it. If you got it laid out, it's changed. Or if you need a couple of days to use that excitement to work on getting it laid out, that's when it happens. Or if you say, not in my lifetime, then it won't happen in your lifetime. But if you're ready for it, it's there. Now, I say this to you because that's what my life has been all about. And I can't think of a single one of you who want anything other than what I've talked about. You want to make sure that your living facilities are protected, that you can live like you want to live, that your dreams can come true, you can have the kind of job you want to have, your family can be indulged and involved in life as they choose and feel the benefit of its success. Yes, every last one of us feel that way. And every last one of us want that to happen. Though we were brought up in a society, we say we have to compete and they're going to be winners and losers. I'm asking you to change that mindset. I want you to know that that's a trick. That's a trick. Every last one of us, just like the ingredients necessary to make a tree grow, are there. The tree grows. These things I'm telling you are possible. All we have to do is want it and give life to it. Now, I'm talking to everybody in the world. We are all people. We are all on the same level. If we have the mentality to make us president of any country, the CEO of any corporation, if we have the mentality to be the superstar in any of the arts, or whether our mentality makes us feel comfort in digging ditches and cleaning out toilets, if that's where, it doesn't matter. We are all vessels of creation. And each of us got a role to play in this paradise I talk to you about, in this creating back to the Garden of Eden that I talk about, that will being done on earth as it is in heaven that I talk about. If these things are going to happen, it will require that this is what we want. And this is what we give allegiance to. And in so doing that, what we are doing is honoring each other. We are respecting each individual, man, woman, child, old folk, black, white, or otherwise. We are giving that respect for. We want respect. And we want respect from everybody. We want respect from the world. And so we give respect to the world, individually, collectively, nationally, internationally. We give respect to the world. Why? Because we want respect. And since we want respect, ladies and gentlemen, since we've given this, that means that we recognize a love for God that we can't see, because we have finally put things in perspective. We recognize. So now we also understand that everything belongs to God. And since everything belongs to God and delivered here, it's delivered here for God's human creation. And God has instilled within his human creation that which is necessary to bring forth out of that outside the human, to bring it forth, to be utilized as men see fit, as they're guided by an inalienable spirit of life. And yes, I know you've learned to put your trust in the dollars. Hey, I know it's complicated. When I came into this business, the first thing I did was walked out of that, turned my back on that. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You must be willing to turn your life over. You must be willing to give your life up. Not because I say so, but because you desire to be respected by the world to the degree that you are willing to respect the world. And I don't care how ugly an individual can come at you, how ugly the government can come at you, or how ugly the world can come at you. You must always respond back, and you will, in a way that's above all of that. Because if you don't step up and shine the light, then you fall into the shadows. And light in the shadows really doesn't get any brighter. Everybody is basically walking in the dark. So if you know what's right, you must do what's right and let it go. But you do this in love. What does that mean? That means that you want people to know better, to do better, and you are willing to stake your life on what you know. Now they doubt, most of them, many of them, at least the history of it is, and since they doubt it, they will kill you. They will kill you to wipe you out. So men, humankind can go back to their old way of thinking, the way they've been taught to think, and everything can go on as it is. But I want you to know this is not my vision. Sure, I desire it, But this is not my vision. This is a revelation to us all. I didn't mean to